Who does not love a pretty napkin? Well, Sunflowers and DIYing is the host, and myself, Z9 Designs, is the co-host of the Napkin Exchange. I want to say a big thank you to Sarah because she has gone out of her way to help others and myself on our DIY craft journey. I would say she is the CEO of the Napkin Challenge. Be sure to subscribe to our channels, like, save, and comment. The thumbs up really helps our channels grow. The link to our channels is in the description box below. And check out the other napkin DIYers to see the wonderful things they have made. Subscribe to their channels and give them thumbs up and comment on their channels. You will be delighted to see what was made. So take a look. My napkins came from Loli. She said, I hope you enjoy using these napkins. I can't wait to see all of the beautiful things you will create with them. So this is what she sent me. Aren't they beautiful? Thanks, Loli. DIY number 1, napkin lampshade. The supplies needed include a colorful napkin, clamps, Mod Podge, scissors, reptile adhesive, a desk lamp from Dollar Tree when it was $1. If you can believe this came from Dollar Tree, and cardstock paper. I thought the lamp was so cute and would look great with a shade on it. I found a pattern for a tiny lampshade and it was just the size that I needed. I found a napkin in the stash that Loli sent me that I wanted to use, and I took the Mod Podge and covered the cardstock paper. And I carefully laid the napkin on top and smoothed it over. In fact, I put some heavy objects on top to make sure the paper dried well. Then I put my pattern on top and cut it, revealing the beautiful napkin. I put it over the lamp and used reptile adhesive to close it. And the clamps really helped also. Once it was dry, I moved it from the bottom of the lampshade to the top, covering the shade. I styled it and it looks so pretty. I may have to use some tassels to jazz it up a bit. So by the end, I will try to go to Joann's and see what I can find. I didn't have any in my stash that looked really nice with it, so we'll have to see in the end what happens to the lampshade. Next is a silly rabbit plaque. Wanted, silly rabbit, Easter is for Jesus. I rarely make things with words, but I saw something on another site that I wanted above the rabbit. The supplies needed include green gingham napkin, 3 small pom-poms from Dollar Tree, Mod Podge, some pink bow that was repurposed, and a free silly rabbit print, and a free picture of a rabbit print, sticker letters, brown paint that was watered down, and a carrot patch board. And I use the opposite side so I can use the other side for maybe something else in the future. And white chalk paint. I painted the board with white chalk paint to highlight the green gingham. Then I used tape to separate the 2-ply napkin. This is a neat hack. And began spreading Mod Podge on top of the board. I began laying the napkin down from the top to the bottom and smoothing it with a plastic bag. Or you can use saran wrap, whatever you have around the home. I found a free picture of a bunny and used Mod Podge to adhere that to the board. The bunny had stems of pussy willow around the head. I cut around them to highlight the rabbit and the green gingham napkin. Then I cut around the words, silly rabbit, Easter is for Jesus, and burned around the edges to give it sort of an old or maybe a vintage look. I had some stick-on letters that spelled out the words wanted, and I had just enough. And I wanted it to be even and between the rabbit's ears. I think I got it spaced okay. After I was finished with that, I brushed some brown chalk paint and I kind of watered it down a little bit. And I put that around the edges of the board and topped it off with a pink ribbon that I took off something that was gifted to me. I wanted to bring out the green, so I cut 3 pom-poms that I had purchased from Dollar Tree and hot glued them to the center of the bowl. I think it came out very well, and it also can be used on the other side if I really want to, and I displayed it on an easel, and I think it looks really cute. DIY number 3, a matchbox cover. I think if you're going to set something out, it should be pretty. That is why I made a cover for the Matchbox. The supplies needed include Mod Podge, cardstock paper, a large box of matches, reptile adhesive, and a black and white napkin that I received. You can use the same process applied on the lampshade. So I measured the box of matches and determined how much of the napkin and cardstock I would need. Since the cardstock is very stiff, you need to make sure it is creased, then crisply folded on all 4 sides and on the ends. And after that is completed, then you can glue down the ends and finally the bottom part to make a tunnel. I cut out about 3 flowers and glued them to the top of the box. Now this was from the lampshade. I just cut those flowers. They were already on the cardstock. They were already firm. And so it's kind of like almost a 3D for the Matchbox. Finally, you can slip it into the existing Matchbox and display it near your candles. It is now a classy box. DIY number 4, napkin covered trinket tray. Supplies needed are a dessert sized bamboo tray, napkin, white chalk paint, and Mod Podge. That is all that you need. I attended a baby shower this past weekend and I had an extra small dessert plate. I thought this would be a good trinket tray or candy dish. I painted it with chalk paint and let it dry. Then I used my favorite hack, which is to separate the second ply from the napkin with tape and begin adhering the napkin to the tray. As you can see, in the beginning, I was trying to decide which napkin to use. Since it is spring, I decided I wanted to use a more colorful one that is really simple for a good look. And I probably will do something with the edge to make it look, a little fancy or maybe a little shabby chic. And you'll see in the end. And you style it and see how lovely it turns out. Well, that is all, Z9 Design family. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for continually watching my channel. I appreciate your support. So please go over to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook and see what is trending there that I've made. Make sure you subscribe, like, save, and comment. I am heading to 900, and a gift will be awarded to some blessed individual when I reach that number. And remember, a life lived in love will never be dull. This is by Leo Buscaglia. Take care. Bye-bye.